All right, what's up, everybody? It's Rob here. I'm driving on my way home, and I'm actually coming back from a pumpkin patch with my girlfriend because it's October, so we wanted to get into the Halloween October spirit, so we're coming back from a pumpkin patch right now. But I wanted to create a video because I wanted to explain more behind the channel, the purpose here, why I'm doing this, and, what you guys can kind of expect to see, from the channel, Investing with Rob. And I just want to help, everyone out to be able to, change their life, start a long-term portfolio, make good investments. And that can be in the short term or in the long term, because we're going to do both. And we're going to make money both ways. We're going to make money when the market goes up, and we're going to make money when the market goes down. I'm going to teach every single one of you how to do that. And, I used to be a financial advisor where I helped, really wealthy people, get even more rich or maintain their wealth. And I got bored of that so quickly, and it just wasn't fulfilling. And I had some smaller clients that I was actually able to help, people with less money that, didn't have millions of dollars. And that's what I love to do. But in that game, right, it wasn't profitable to help out the smaller guys, because we would charge a percent of the money we managed. So, the bigger clients we got, the more money that we managed. Well, that means we could make more money. So all of our smaller clients, I was forced to get rid of, and I said, all right, I'm done with this. That's final. So I created this YouTube channel, right, to give all the knowledge that I have learned over the years, right, to you guys. I want all of you to be successful in this game, okay, and make smart decisions. So like I tell everybody, I want everyone first to get a long-term portfolio, okay, and that way you're in the game, right? And that way you can never be, defeated. You'll always be in the game, right? You set up reoccurring monthly deposits, right, in your brokerage account, okay? And you buy names, right, that are at lows, that are beat up, right, because the narrative has switched, okay? You buy the names at the lows on stuff, ideally you use, or, know that you can understand, okay? And then you hold them, right, 5, 10 years plus years, okay? And once you start doing this, when you start from zero, I promise you, over time, eventually you'll be able to actually buy real estate, okay? So this is something that every single one of you can do, okay? You have to save, at a minimum, 10%, okay, of the income that you generate. Obviously, more the better, okay? But at a minimum, start with 10% of every dollar that you come into encounter in your life, 10% of it. Okay, so 10 cents for every dollar. You are going to invest that in the market for the long term. Okay? And there is a video on the channel I have about, okay, well, how do I start investing? How do I get into this long-term game? So check that out on the channel, right? Investing for beginners, right? How do I get started? And then, right, with the trades, okay, that's a whole entire another way to make money, right? Because there's long-term opportunity, right, where the market misprices things, okay, because of fear or greed, right? You can capture opportunity there. But also in the short term, there's going to be present opportunity. I mean, just on Friday, there's an insane opportunity where you could have turned every $50 into $1,500. So $1,500, $50 into $1,500. And I'm not saying this stuff, right, to scam you guys or bullshit you, right? I'm being legit. I mean, this is all opportunity that you guys could have seized, because I'm going to teach you guys how to get the fastest news in the world, okay? And then once you have the fastest news in the world, then it's, okay, how do I interpret this? Is this going to make the market go up or down? Is it going to make an individual ETF, stock, whatever, go up or down? And once you can get the news, interpret it, and then know how to act, okay, that's how we're going to make money. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the fastest news in the world, we're going to interpret it, and then we're going to go into the options chain for the most part, right? Some situations, maybe buying the stock is better, okay, than the options chain. But for the most part, we're going to find mispriced options or be quick enough to go into the options chain, okay, and get crazy awesome trades, just like on Friday, every 50 and a 1500, right? We got the news in the first 60 seconds of it coming out. You could have went into the options chain, bought puts, which are a type of option contract, on the S&P 500 ETF, SPY, and made a crazy trade, okay? And this stuff is always going to be doing this. I mean, I got in the market, right, when I was about 16 years old. I know it's crazy. It's weird. But that was my story. And since then, I've seen so many bubbles, so many crazy run-ups and sell-offs, right? I mean, the Corona sell-off, 2018 sell-off, right? I mean, the market freaking out over interest rate cuts, interest rate hikes, everything, okay? And, I'm here to help you guys and not spread misinformation and bullshit. I mean, I think I have, the description of this YouTube is, right? It's like no BS, all right, no hype, okay, just real facts. So now that you know a little bit behind the channel, kind of my purpose here, it's to spread the knowledge that I have learned over time to all of you to change everyone's life. And we're all going to be able to get rich, okay? This isn't based off of luck, okay, or, just making random trades, random investments. No, we're going to be strategic about this, okay? And, over time, right, I'm going to be able to get more into detail about all this little stuff. But for right now, I just wanted to give, a broad message about, what is Investing with Rob? What is this guy doing? I mean, can I trust this guy? Is he going to scam me? No, okay? And over time, right, as you follow along, you'll start to notice and see, wow, this guy is really providing a lot of value to me, and he's giving out all these gems of information on how to do this stuff. So like I told you guys, look, I used to help people that had $100 million, okay? And it's time to turn the tables here and help out the little guys and help out people and change their life. So that's what Investing for Rob is about. And I'm looking forward to putting out more content on, how do I get the news so fast, okay? How do I analyze an options chain? Or what are options, right? Why are you trading those over anything else, right? So I'm going to be putting out individual content for each of these topics. And I look forward to, people just asking questions, right? Being curious and having an open mind and wanting to learn. So, feel free, right? Ask me questions. I'm here to help. And the end-all be-all goal is eventually to have a community where we can all, work together, come together, share our ideas, share our perspectives, all work together with the news, to better each other's lives, make great investments, make great trades. So I'm looking forward to this, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Just wanted to share a little bit about, reason behind the channel. I hope everybody has a good October, right? Get into the Halloween spirit. Stay safe out there. Peace.